Hi everybody, it's Amy. This is our pre-recorded video for instructions for the week of May 4th. So I'm on my OneNote here, your OneNote calendar for May. Welcome to May. I have the schedule up here for the week and let's get started. So for this week, for the resources, first of all, we meet in Teams live from 10 to 10:50 on Wednesday. After the session, make sure you fill out this Microsoft form. I'm going to click on it so you can take a look and see what it looks like. Here we go, period 6, high school AP photo. This is to help me understand basically what's going on with you, what you need to work on. I think there's 7 questions. They're pretty simple. This one's the longest one. You're just telling me what you're working on this week. Click as many boxes as you need, what you need help with, and then who you got feedback from. Okay, so please do that. I'm going to require that for participation so I can see who's participating this week. If you by chance cannot do the forms or you have issues, send me an email and we can talk. All right? Talk to email, or I can talk to you through Teams or anything that works. So I will be putting these instructions right in here. I'm putting them on my Google Drive with a public link, and I'm putting them on my YouTube channel as a public video. And when I send the email with the information about this week's learning resources, I'll make sure that those videos are in there and they're accessible for families. Okay, so attend the live Teams meeting if you can during our scheduled time, but if you can't, I understand. Some of you are working, some of you have responsibilities at home. So I'm making all of the learning available at any time for you. I think that's the way it needs to be for every class, so this is why I'm doing these videos. Let's see, where are we at? We're at number 5. Everybody, this is really important. It's my only class where I have a solid deadline, okay? You all need to finish adding all your 10 sustained investigation photos to your OneNote. You only need 10. And add your 3 selected works, those are your best 3 from all year, to your OneNote by the end of this week. Please get those in there. I'm going to be taking a look at those as soon as I can. Some of you already have those in and I've looked at them. I haven't commented on everybody's yet, but there's a lot of people who have them in. That's fantastic. If you're behind, you need to catch up. Make it a priority. Even if it's not your focus for your theme, just get them in there. If you are taking the AP exam, you're working on your online portfolio. So right here, number 6, I have a couple of things for you to work on. For those of you not taking the portfolio exam, please make sure you email me and Michelle Ball if you want a refund. Let us know, because we need to know as soon as possible, and I need to schedule AP sessions. I haven't heard from some of you, so I'm just waiting and assuming you're taking the test, okay? But if you don't want to take the test, that's okay. You can get a refund, all right? So you let me know, and please email Michelle too. So for AP exam test takers, here's what you're going to be doing. You're going to add all your photos to the online submission site, okay? We've already gone over this many times. If you're like, I don't know what to do, go back to the April calendar, please. I'm going to move that April calendar right underneath May, June. Go back to the April calendar and find the instructions. That's where you need to go, because I've already been over that many times, or watch the video I made for last week. Add the placeholder images for 11 through 15 in your sustained investigation, and images 4 and 5 in selected. I discussed the placeholder images last time. I made a new page to explain that to you so you can look through it. If you click this link here, it takes you to the online site that describes exactly what you need to do, because you're putting placeholder images they're giving you, and you just have to download them. And a couple of people did that already and they worked fine. If you have issues downloading them, please let me know right away. Then there's some boxes that you need to check. You have to read this. You're just going to have to go read it, okay? Let's see. Let's go back to the calendar. So placeholder images are important. Please pop those in to the pictures you're not putting in. They're not scoring anything, but you have to put them in there in order for your portfolio to continue to the next level of submitting, okay? Then once you're done with that, I'm going to be taking a look. If you email me, that would be great. Like, hey, my images are in, and I'll go take a look. And I also would schedule those AP sessions with you. So I'm looking at that very carefully this week. It's on my list of like 50 things to do, actually 15, not 50, 50, 15. So I'd like you to work on your written responses to prompts in your online portfolio with the College Board. There are prompts that you have to write about. They're very simple. There's 2. Identify the questions or inquiry that guided your sustained investigation. These are questions we talked about when we did planning, okay? Now, if your topic has changed, then just write about your work, okay? You just look at your images and write about how they developed from like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 and 3 to 5. I'll help you with that part, but just write what you can. And then the second question is, describe how your sustained investigation shows evidence of practice, experimentation, and revision guided by your question or inquiry. We talked about these, and when you're turning in your work, actually, I'm sorry, it was in the planning. So I'm clicking on your plan to complete the first 5 photos. These are the questions. Go back and look at your plan, okay? So I will copy the link to that and I'll pop it on your calendar. So that will hopefully guide you. Let me just put that at the bottom here. Look here. Sorry, you're seeing my hands. My camera's at the bottom of my computer. Look here, okay? So that's gonna help you find your questions. If you did this work in your planning, which I graded, by the way, and if you didn't get a good grade on it and you did it, make sure you send me that link so I can regrade it. Those are summative assessments, okay? But this is gonna help you to answer those questions. So responses to these prompts are evaluated along with the images that you submit. The most successful responses in terms of assessment are those that are clearly related to the images that you submitted, that directly and completely address the prompts, and that provide evidence of inquiry-based sustained investigation through practice, experimentation, and revision. Responses are not evaluated for correct spelling, grammar, or punctuation, which is fantastic, okay? I know someone who is an AP reader this year, and they are evaluating your work as they normally would, and they will be reading, okay? Looking at your work, reading about it, and giving you a score. So it says here max 1,200 characters and spaces for both responses. So it's not a lot of writing. You're writing about all of your work. So please take a look at that, but you got to put those images in first and then write about it. And then I'll be looking at it and giving you some suggestions for what you can do. If you have questions or you need to book a session, please use the link at the bottom. And it's actually a pretty straightforward week. There's not loads of work to do. For those of you who are not taking the AP exam, just make sure your stuff's turned into OneNote, and then you can take a break for the rest of the week, catch up on your other classes, start thinking about an independent project that you want to do. We're going to be doing an independent photo and or video project that you get to work on independently or with other people. So that's going to be like a personal photo project. It will probably take, let's see, when we're done with this, we just have the month of June. It's just one more project after your portfolio is done, okay? For those of you not doing the portfolio, I'm not going to make you write about these 2 things right now unless you would like to, okay? That's optional for you, but for the AP portfolio people, it is required, okay? One last thing, I didn't put it in here, but I'll add it after I do the video, and that is last time we met, I talked about signing up for college credit. Okay, so I don't see it on here. I must have put it somewhere else, unless I'm just not looking at it here. I don't see it. I will put that in the calendar here, because if you want to take college credit, you just go online and you sign up for it. I'll put the link right here at the bottom on the calendar. You do not have to take the AP exam with the AP College Board in order to get 4 college credits for this class. You have done so much work already, and you are still doing so much work. Our 2 semesters of AP Photo equal 1 semester of a college credit. And what you've done this year so far altogether and the final project we do will be definitely worth 4 college credits if you want to earn those. And it costs $50. If you're free and reduced lunch, it's free. And if you're having financial difficulties, you can email them and you can let them know. And they've been waiving people's fees if they need to. Okay, so I shall see you in the live session or sometime this week. Thank you.